Welcome to my third video to follow on from videos number 1 and 2, and make sure you've done at least the warm-up in the first video before you carry on with this one. These videos are meant for the people who come to my classes normally, but because of the virus the classes are cancelled, so having a go online to give everyone something to do. So I hope these will be helpful. So carrying on, we'll do the kneeling version of side bend. So we're down on the mat, just move that. So this version is leg up, one out to the side and kneeling on one leg. Now if you're not happy with this position, you can either have your legs on one side and you can do the same exercise over that way, or if you're still not happy with that position, you can have legs straight out to the front and then you can do the same exercise but not on your knees, which might be beneficial for some people. So we've got arms out to the side, shoulders down, lifting up out of the hips, grow from the crown of the head, and then breathing out as you go over and breathing in as you come back up again. We're aiming for 10 of those on one side. So as you go over, you're stretching your obliques. As you come back up again, you're strengthening them. So you stretch as you go over, and then you strengthen as you come back up again. So you get two for the price of one in this one. So just carry on that side. Aim for about 10 repeats, keeping the shoulders down. When we've done about 10 of those, if you'd like to swap over, and we'll do the second side again, keep those shoulders down, breathing out as you go over, and breathing in as you come back up again. Now each time you come back to the centre, try and lift up out of the hips, try and grow from the crown of the head again, so you start your new movement from the nicely lifted up position. So again, aiming for about 10 of those. And then if we finish that one off, and we'll come up to standing, so just take your time if you need to come up. You can just lean on one knee to get up if you need to. And we'll do a balance one, which is also a good strengthening exercise for the legs. I'm afraid you won't see all of me, it's the sort of bottom half or top half, I'm afraid. So if you have your hands on your hips, we need to worry about the alignment, think nice straight feet, with the centre of your knees going over your second and third toes. We're going to bend the knees. We also want a flat back, so you kind of like stick your bottom out and keep your chest lifted, almost as if you're going to sit down, and then you come back up again. So breathing out as you bend and breathing in as you come back up again. Not the most elegant of positions, but there again, nobody's watching, so we're all right. So bending those knees, breathing out, breathe in as you come back up again. Aim for 10 of those all together. So really, the further down you go, the more you use those legs. So it's quite strengthening for your legs. If you want to add a little bit more of a challenge to that, you could bend into your squat position, keep a nice flat back, keep the tailbone lengthening, careful you don't round over this way, keep the chest lifted and a flat back, and then just extend one leg, breathing out and breathe in as you come back in again. Same on the second side, breathing out as you extend and breathing in as you come back in again. Aim for 10 repeats on that one. And then if we finish that one off, I'll just move this again. And we'll just do a little shoulder exercise, which is like a little massage, which is very nice. It's quite nice. And just a little tiny movement inside your shoulder. And we'll aim for 10 little circles one way, just one shoulder at a time. So we do 10 one way, ever such a little movement, keeping the arm relaxed. And then we go the other way round, 10 that way as well. Just feels really nice. And then we'll do the second side, so 10 little circles one way. And then we go the other way round, 10 little circles. And then just finish that one off, give your arms a shake. And we'll come back down to the mat, so just change this again. We'll come back down with a hip flexor stretch. So if you do a nice big wide position, and you're using gravity to stretch the inside, to stretch your hip flexor there. So get nice and square with the hips. We breathe in, breathe out, and just relax down. Just feel a really good stretch down the front of your hip. I'm sure we're all sitting around more than we usually do, and we're watching perhaps more telly or sat on the computer for more than we usually do. So just swap over. We do the second side. So breathing in, breathing out as you just relax down into that. And then we'll finish that one off, and we'll come down onto the mat, face down onto the mat. Now, this might be quite difficult hearing-wise for the microphone and everything. So we'll start off, we'll do 3 levels. We'll start off with your hands together, with your forehead down on your hands, shoulders down, tailbone lengthened, and we'll just lift one leg at a time. So I'll just show it without saying anything, I think. So hands on top of each other, forehead down, tailbone lengthened, navel in and up and back to the backbone, breathing out as you lift, and breathing in as you lower. Same on the second side, breathing out as you lift, and breathing in as you lower. So again, this is stretching the hip flexors, which is quite nice. I'm aiming for about 10 repeats of that one. And then if you want to go on to the next one, it's just the arms on their own, which can be quite challenging for your shoulders and your upper back. Again, legs lengthened, tailbone lengthened. This time you've got your arms straight forward, about shoulder width apart. And then breathing out as you lift, and breathing in as you lower. Same on the second side, breathing out, lift, breathing in, lower. I'm going to aim for 10 changes on that one. Try not to sort of roll with it. Try and keep fairly nice and square with it. Actually, I think this level with just the arms is the hardest one, really. If you're a bit tight in the upper back, probably. And then should we go on to the last one, which is opposite arm and leg. So if you, again, I'll just show. So you stretch your arms and legs away from you, breathing out as you lift, breathing in as you lower. Same on the second side, breathing out, lift, breathing in, lower. And we're aiming for 10 changes on that one. So try and keep your hips down on the mat. Try not to let your hip come away from the mat. Pretend you've got a £50 note under each hip and it's windy. You don't want to lose it, so keep that hip down to keep that money in place. Try and keep the shoulders down, try and keep the navel in and up and diagonally back to the backbone. But we'll finish that one off and we just have a little stretch out. And then we stay on our fronts and we'll just do a back bend. So if you have your hands under your shoulders, you can keep your elbows down on the mat if you want to, and just come up a little way, breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you lower. Or if you're happy to, you can straighten the elbows a little bit more, keep the hips down on the mat. So breathing in as you come up, and breathing out as you come back down again. And again, aim for about 10 of those. And then just have a little sit back on your heels and a stretch again. And you come up into 4-point kneeling and just stretch through the spine. And have a little stretch the other way. And we'll just do that one again. Well done. So we'll finish this segment now. And the last segment will be stretches. So have a go at that one.